Shout out to the VIP. This is London with Bitcoin Spike. We're going to be going through a quick live stream. Hope you guys are doing well tonight. In terms of BTC, we've had a lot of volatility, guys. Just I'd say within a confined range. Unfortunately, we have not had too much expressed volatility in excess of, let's see, about a 0.65%, not bad, 1.65%. This preceding zone, I'm on the 3-minute chart. I'll switch over to the 5-minute in a few seconds. It's on the 3 to check some indicators, but about a 2%, 1.5%, etc. Various moves within the last, let's just look at this range, and then we'll define in terms of a pattern what this is. About a day and 15 hours, okay, about a day and 15 hours sideways. Shout out to the VIP in terms of the traders. What's up, guys? You're trading. It's nice to see you guys are killing it. Doing a good job. Jubal just hit a nice short. Very nicely done. We just had a target to the upside here. This target to the upside, look how close that was. That was a few hours. I said, let's stream a little bit later. Very close within about, what do we got really close with this one, guys. About, I'd say within was it $9.50, $10 in terms of that upside target in this zone. Still did not reach that on the actual line. So I'd like to see that actual target complete to the upside. That's what would be nice. So in terms of the price action, looking at the, let's review. Let's scope out into the hourly. Hope you guys are having a good weekend. It won't be a long stream. It'll just be a little bit of time for us to get together, say what's going on, what's cooking, and hope you guys are doing well. Slam the like button if you can. I'd appreciate that. Just from amigo to amigo would be cool. I've drawn out this specific expansion here, looking at the daily chart. You guys know we were dealing with that reverse triangulation to an extent with that ascending line of resistance, the descending line of support, right? So I've drawn that in the background. I will eliminate that just to kind of frame around the daily down into the 4-hourly. 4-hourly is expressive of a line of support, BTC USD, okay? BTC USD is expressive of a line of support. We're just crawling that line of support. So one of the features, and please pay attention to this, is very important, very important. One of the features of any specific, not any specific, but it can be any specific line of support is in this zone here, in that specific zone. Along a line of support, an ascending line of support, what's going to formulate many times will be a bear flag. When we switch from the 4-hourly to the let's go into this, into the 1-hourly chart. Very important to discuss this as we crawl up the wall. I said we'll crawl the wall, right? We discuss that frequently, right? Just that saying. We crawl the wall in terms of, what is it? Need volume. When it hits, it will hit suddenly. VIP, we need volume. I got you. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Freddie, without a doubt, it will when it comes into the picture. Volume, I thought you meant on the channel, but yes, Freddie, shout out to Freddie. What's up, Freddie, my man? Trading, and he started off today with, 150, 200%, something along those lines, 190. Very nice, nice trades, Freddie. Always nice trades. In terms of that level of support here, boom, that level of support. Understand, we're crawling the wall in a channel fashion. That is also indicative of a bear flag. So if we bust through this specific formation here, and I'll flip this just so that you guys see what it is, looks just like a bull flag, right? We've been dealing with quite a few of these. Downward sloping channel, boom. Downward sloping channel, boom. Guys, I'll say in terms of that, just expect, just be prepared for it. I won't say expect it. Last night I said expect. I said you will interact. I just went ahead and said it. That you will react along this level of support. You'll get some interaction there. You certainly did, right? Multiple hits on that level. Congratulations to any VIP who traded that level of support. That was the idea. I wanted you guys to trade. Way to go, guys. Way to go. So let's pull back into this. Is the 4-hourly line seems to be the best. I'd say the top indicated line right now. It's going to cut through part of that 30-minute line. So in terms of that, just understand that we're formulating action along this level of support to the extent that that is a classic definition of a bear flag. Move down with an upward sloping channel. You guys know that is the difference between the bear and the bull. Bull is move up with a downward sloping channel, right? And to the extent, let me see if I can make this background green here. Let's get into the framework. There we go. More of a bull flag, right? Move up, downward sloping channel. Move down and an upward sloping channel. Very easy, just the reverse, right? So I invert the chart frequently just to show you that dynamic. Very easily done. When we have a move up, boom, anticipation is we'll repeat that move. Bam. We like to stack flags on top. of each other. They say flags fly at half mast. You guys got that. Boom, 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 right? So to the extent that we're in a bear flag, the bears are excited about the fact we don't have too many bears in our group. I'll tell you, we don't have too many bears, but the bears are excited about the fact that they may stair step down into this. And you can kind of see the framework that they would be looking at in terms of a repeat of the preceding move here to the downside. That's what that would look like were we to be able to accomplish that. That would put us squarely on the 38.2. Just to discuss it, guys, squarely on the 38.2 on the Fibonacci's, as we would, let's say, discuss such and measure such from the low on the candle wicks to the high, right on the candle wicks. Freddie seems to think we're going up. What's up, Freddie? I like to hear that. That's nice. What do you say? VIP in the house. We need some volume in the market. When it hits, she will hit suddenly. Yeah, she will. Bitcoin surprises, and that's the truth, Freddie. Without a doubt, brother. It's great to see you trading. I'm so excited that you're trading, that you're getting through 100 rounds, and it's going to be exciting to watch 2022 and beyond. What all the guys who are deciding to really take the 100 rounds seriously, what all they're capable of. Just bottom line. And Freddie, it's good to see you. Good to interact with you all day long, brother. So that's going to be a downward target. Would it be a little bit, you'd have a little bit more of a framework in terms of the downside measurement, just so we cover this, boom, would be a little bit more of a move to the downside with that 38.2, kind of as an interrupter to the entirety of the move, but make it a little bit difficult, but up to a 4% move down, 4.23% move down. So we've covered that. That's the bottom line, is that we've covered that, and I wanted to make sure that we covered it in the context of what we are looking at, right? And just a lot of volatility in this general zone. It has been for weeks now. Let's look at the regression trend. I really like the regression trend tool. Let's look at the regression trend tool and take a look at more or less where we are. I can scope this back just a touch here, just to take a look at the upper and lower bound with a standard deviation in the middle. This is excluding this lower portion here. That kind of I'd say clarifies the need for a USD/USDT chart. Let's just go ahead and include this portion here, wherein we have a bit of an elevated upper tier and a bit of a slant to the upside because of this region here. But the standard deviation, just boom, you see that mid-level function that we're just right in the midst of. So yes, we have orders below. Yes, we have orders above. I'll just tell you that we have orders below and orders above in the market right now. Orders to buy or go long, orders to sell or go short. They're just stacked in this zone because of the level, this expressed range volatility that we've had. And to the extent that we are capable and ready to trade on a micro level, without a doubt, you guys know this. So this specific range function in here, remember that we did cover last night as well, just to reframe the technicals, just to plug back into kind of what's important on the TA right now in terms of the specific. Let's go through this in terms of this right here. Boom, flat bottom support, right? That flat bottom support, very important with this kind of a variable line of resistance. This is one just to stretch out. I'll just tell you that. In terms of the top line resistance here, we have a certain indication from this top line resistance. We're very far out from this, I'd say the indicated levels in this zone. However, we also have an expressed line of resistance from this zone here as well, which we can cut into, let's say, on the 30-minute chart. That 30-minute chart has this specific level here, as we would look at the just that angular level of resistance with multiple contacts on that specific level, which is being completely disregarded by this price action. Just is. It served as a small interrupter there, but not anything really significant. So we right now we can confirm a flat bottom support, contraindicated again by the lines when we're looking at something in terms of a framework like a descending wedge, right? A descending wedge. And again, to the extent that we're out of the descending wedge, let's say on the hourly chart, we just seem to be going sideways. It's not really a trajectory to the upside. We would have liked to have broken out to the upside, right? This is kind of breaking out laterally here. So the winning pattern, kind of the winning, I'd say the winning the most prominently demonstrated technical is this 4-hourly chart that we're currently looking at. I'm excited about that. I brought that notion to you guys a while back in terms of the potential for the ascending triangulation with the flat top here, flat over to this pivot specific here, resistance across the top, and then this level of resistance carrying up on that 4-hourly with the level of support. Boom. So it's a heck of a level, guys. It's a heck of a level for buyers to hold, okay? We had some interaction last night. I'm just going to say this is a heck of a level for buyers to hold. We got to get busy, guys. We got to get price moving is the bottom line. BTC doesn't like to stagnate for too long. She stagnates for a while, and then she likes to move, right? She will consolidate in a kind of familiar ground. She'll land somewhere. She will, let's say, consolidate for a while. Then, boom, she will decide to move. She may move again. Boom, she may land on a familiar ground, stay there for a while, and boom, she may move again. That is her. That is the way that she is. She will move. Boom. She will stay with familiar ground, and then bam, she will move again. She'll again stay with familiar ground. You guys know, and then boom, she'll decide to move again. And she'll carve familiar ground. You guys got it. And then bam, she'll decide to move again. This is what she does, guys. This is Bitcoin. So you got to be prepared for those moves. Not easy because 24/7, 365. And got to say shout out to VIP because you guys are hitting it very well. That schedule helps a lot, Freddie. Nice to see you up early in the morning. Working hard, huh? Hard-working guy. Luke in the house. What's up, Luke, my man? That you have turned upside down. What is this? Where do you find the flag indicator that you have turned upside down? The flag indicator. You're talking about the tool. The tool, Freddie, is going to be the polyline, and you draw your own polyline on the left-hand side. You're going to look underneath the. Freddie just said that you're going to look under, and I can never find I call it my scuba mask. Look underneath the brush or the triangle. The 1, 2, looks like the 1, 2, 3, 4th down, and you'll see a polyline. The polyline actually looks like this. It actually looks, if I could do this, this will be a miracle. It actually looks like a tool that is framed like this on your, it looks like a tool like this, and it's called polyline. All right, so look for this in terms of the ability to draw. Okay, and it's going to look like this in terms of, that's the way I always say, where's my scuba mask? It looks like a scuba mask. Okay, so in terms of the polyline, you'll just see, you'll see that on your chart on the left-hand side, and yeah, just looks about like that. Boom. Okay, just like the razor blade shades that we have, my man. Okay, so but yeah, it's a scuba mask. There it is. Boom. Okay, so Luke, what's up, my man? Nice to see you, Luke. Angel, Freddie, VIP, how are you doing tonight? And shout out to Angel. What's up, Angel? If you're in the background, polyline, copy that. You got it, Freddie. Cool. And yo, you got that, Luke. Luke, boom. What is up, my man? Nice to see all you guys. Hopefully you're having a good day trading. I always tell people, if you're not, what's the answer? Next. That's just it, guys. I'm going to tell you, the market right now, she's not being nice to retail. Do you think she needs to be nice to retail? Not at all, guys. She doesn't even need to be nice to, like, hedge funds right now. Honestly, guys, she doesn't need to be nice to, like, infrastructure components of investment banking or Wall Street right now. She doesn't got to be nice to anybody. Just period. We had a rough year. Oh, well, join Wall Street, huh? Join the big guys, right? You think all the Morgan Stanley and Dean Witters and all these guys they're just raking in the cash. Guys, many of them they've done well with the market, but the market goes through its phases. It's not necessarily super kind or it's not supposed to be nice to everybody, guys. So if it's a little tough, we're the group that can handle it. And I always want you guys to be like that. It's just, if she hands you out a rough day, what do they say? Some days are diamonds, some days are stones, right? If she hands you a stone, let's roll. That's good. Okay, great. We're gonna hit the next diamond. Let's roll with it. Let's do it. That's the idea, guys. You got to be resilient in this and never be overexposed. That's the one thing. You'll have times when you can go larger, when it's indicated, when we got something really going in the market. You guys know that. We've been through that. We've been through some times where we have that high level of expectation in terms of probability and direction, right? Obviously, and profit, and we're ready to roll, right? So when we're there, hey, if you guys want to go take a deep breath, wouldn't that be nice? Right now, she's throwing at the market, guys. She is, and we don't want to be. We don't want to be critical of Bitcoin. The good thing about is she will handle any degree of liquidity that you want to throw at it whenever, right? She's not going out of business like Luna. We have to say like Luna. It is what it is. In terms of that discussion, it is what it is. She's not going out of business. Bitcoin not going out of business. There may be some restrictions and some problems, some other things. They want to regulate everything else, but she's not going anywhere. Ask Angel. He's been around investing since $7.79. And, what do you guys got? You got some time to learn to really trade. She's great at trading. You'll see many times, you'll see the contraindications, right? And you'll wonder why, man, why this is not right. I don't want a flat bottom support and descending line of resistance. I don't want this. That's bearish, right? That's a descending triangle supposed to go down. I don't want that. I don't want that along a line of support, because the support tells me it's going to go up, right? So, why am I getting mixed signals in the market? That's not what I want. Well, guys, if that's what you want is an easy cakewalk, you probably weren't attracted to the market in the first place in terms of your participation. The guys who are in it, you guys, this is VIP. I'm talking to you guys, anybody else who may be listening. The challenge that it presents, you got it, man, 100%. The challenge that it presents, that's what it's all about. Reading through the time frames, the differentiations on the candlesticks to the lines, the challenge between USD and USDT, all these things, perfect. Let's throw all the challenges that you can at us now and watch us still do well, right? And if we don't, watch us get back up, and next we'll hit it again. That's the way the group is, and we're excited to be down in that range of the golden pocket. That's we can't ask for something like that. Continually. We hope we hit the golden pocket. Shout out to Pathfinder. He was always like, draw the arrow down there. Shout out Pathfinder. And what I'll say is, we can't ask for something like that and then be given it and then not be happy that we're here. It's like, well, we want to get back, back up above. Or, we got to be patient, guys. This is a gift that we're this low. To the extent that we could get any lower, I'm just going to look at it as just that again, a potential gift. Let's get down to where we're going. We're a little impatient sometimes. You guys know that. We like to be rock solid in terms of our emotional status and mentality, etc. But sometimes we get impatient, just like the rest of the world, right? It's like, if you want to go to $5,000, get there tomorrow. Let's just do it. Come on, Bitcoin. We have no idea. Tell you the truth, who knows? The administration may just clamp the hammer down. We don't think it's going to happen, but who knows, right? He's like, we're taking all of your Bitcoin, except for 0.001%, we're going to allow you to give to your grandchildren. Like, who knows, guys? To say that we would, we just bring that up as a hypothetical, but who knows, right? There's, you can find a conspiracy theory video on it somewhere, probably on YouTube, that has 2.5 million views, right? So, at the end of the day, we handle it day by day as much as we can. The golden pocket on the macro was a level that we've been looking at for months, right? And that is where we hit. So we're excited about that. We know where the 78.6 is. We know where the 86 is. And I just tell you, Bitcoin's been to the 86 frequently enough. The world's not going to fall apart if she hits the 86 again. She has hit the 86. She is the definition of the 86. You guys know this. Literally, Bitcoin is the definition of the 86. 9,715. I'm just going to tell you. And VIP, you guys know it. You do your research and everything else. Look back at your past years. The framework, she defines the 86 without a doubt. In fact, I really believe this year she's the reason why everything else has dunked down to the 86. That's tough, guys, but all the altcoins have been slam dunked, right? Let's see what Freddie says. Luna is deceased. I have a Dogecoin moon bag, but I refuse to have a moon bag of Luna 2.0. Yes, that is my man. Very good, Freddie. That is excellent to see. I love hearing that. I really love to hear that. That is excellent. I love to hear that. That is such great. That's just a great thing, Freddie. And I have some, personal reasons why that's important, just to me, like the decisions I've made in terms of like something like Doge over. Believe it or not, I'm having that discussion. Something like Doge over, of course, right? Over Luna 2.0. I mean, I just don't know what that says about the marketplace, really. I don't like what it says about it, me personally. I understand if people still want to be involved in something like that to the extent that it's well put together, etc. You guys know I was so big about utility, development team, right, in terms of coding, technology, and the management team. I'm not going to put the cash in to a company where the management team just literally dunked it, right? Literally, potentially, I don't even know on purpose, guys. I have no idea. But to the extent that there's any issue like that, we just, good, Freddie. Way to go, Freddie. And I'll stay neutral on the whole deal. I tried to stay neutral the whole time of Do Kwon before the issue occurred. I really did. I reserved comment. In fact, if we look at this, guys, this has been we've been in this range, kind of this bear flag formation. Looks like on the 30 minutes a little bit interesting. Looking at a flat top on that 30 minute, kind of interesting, not uninteresting. A little bit of a flat top on the 30 minute, not horribly uninteresting there. If we could establish an ascending line of support, we would just have to deal with that top line resistance on the hourly. Right, that implied top line resistance on the hourly. And we can go into the candle wicks, and you'll see that we have a little bit of an expressed, I'd say top line maximum that we could get up into. That it really was unfortunate. We can cover this in terms of that 5-minute breakout. Man. Now, this was tough, all right? This was tough. I will tell you guys, this was tough. Let's discuss the truth here. Boom. Let's get into the truth of Bitcoin. How has it been the last 24 hours? This was tough. Let's go, Bitcoin. We're going to call you out on this. Let's look at this ascending triangulation. Let's look at that. That's a nice pattern. Flat top, resistance, ascending line of support. You guys know that. Ascending line of support, flat top resistance. How was this zone here? How did that go? Bam, just punked out. Absolutely punked out. Just difficult. I got to tell you guys, that's a difficult move to see this do this when we had a flat top resistance, ascending line of support, right? Little bit of frustration in this zone, right? We could have seen buyers come in a little bit stronger. We could have had a better line of support. We're always looking for the strongest line of support that we can within the realm of, I'd say, the expectations of the angles that we would like to see, right? You guys can read more about that. Let's not go over that immediately. Well, we can maybe in the future if you guys like to. But the flat top resistance, ascending line of support, and then a punk out. Boom. Unfortunate. And the most unfortunate part about it on the 5-minute chart was we were left with a near flat top resistance on the lines. So what happened again? Well, we got back up and boom, we punk out again. Like, man, come on. Bitcoin. I got to tell you, we were looking for a strong weekend. Now, I'll tell you, there were 100% trades in this zone, without a doubt, just in between here and here. Freddie, you hit one, was it here? I think you hit this. I hit this. There's 100% plus in here. You hit 100, maybe 200% in here. There's money all through this. There are trades all through this. But to the extent that we wanted to see some real excessive green on the screen, right, that was the idea. So, yeah, that has been a little bit of a, quite a bit of a difficult move. Bitcoin. And what's the point? Next. That's just it, guys. You get into a tough trade. She wants to bite you. She wants to, whatever she wants to do. Just expect the unexpected. Expect those surprises in the market and her to be, the market to be unfavorable. You may be like London. You have no idea. Like I set my target to sell it. I actually had an order to sell, execution order to sell. And I'll tell you, it got within like $3 of my order and it didn't execute. Oh, man, what are you going to do? You know, it's like, how about you focus on the next trade, right? Adjust your parameters. Maybe like, man, I had my order there to buy. I was literally on the line of support. I had the order there to buy, and she missed me by $12. Like, oh man, oh, what are you gonna do? Like the price is way up here now. Like, I missed the whole thing. Well, let's go with the next, right? Next, period. Right? You're going to forget about this. You're going to have a bad trade here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here. Guys, you're going to have a bad trade somewhere in here. Yeah, and you're going to forget about it. I'm going to tell you guys, you're going to move on. You're going to focus on buying at support, selling at resistance, trading your patterns and hitting your targets, right? All four at the same time. New York Institute of Finance deals with all four of those issues. You guys know that. Deals with all four. And so do we, guys. And targets Fibonacci's to the downside. Targets, residual targets to the upside. Yeah, hashtag next trade. What's up? Love that, huh? Look at Freddie bringing the heat. Boom. I love that. Boom. That's my man. What's up, Freddie? You got that, right? It's the truth, you know? And when you're in the mindset of 100 rounds and you can do that, you can get past that. You're never going to worry about, like, a round is gone, 2 rounds are gone. You get a string of 3 or 4 or 5 rounds that are wrong. Just be prepared for it. Be prepared for the psychological difficulty of trading, right? It's happened to nearly all of the great traders in the world. So the notion that it wouldn't happen to you and it wouldn't be challenging to you is literally beyond comprehension. I'll just tell you that. It's literally beyond comprehension that you wouldn't have an extremely tough day or week or month, right? That's why we say stay lightly involved enough. Right, just remain lightly involved. Looking at this expansion here. Great pattern. We'd like to see this. Now I want to see this 5-minute. There we go. Now, this is a great example in taking things in context. Level of resistance across the top here. Okay, depending upon your specific choice of time frame. Level of resistance across the top. We're looking at an expansion here, which according to Elliott Wave, if you look at Frost and Prechter, this is supposed to be a continuation pattern to the upside. I always tell VIP it's going to take a monster. It's going to have to monster up through this, and you guys know. Without a doubt, when we see these, especially on the macro, I mean, you got to pull out the big time guns to bust through some of these patterns. I'm glad that we're seeing one right now. These expanding, it's really a reverse triangulation. You guys got that, and I'll draw in. Why don't I just draw a regular triangle? But when we look at this, there's not much of a better way to say that. Just a reverse triangulation is what it is. In terms of that, they're supposed to be. By definition, it's supposed to be a continuation pattern to the upside, with the understanding we're at a line of resistance. So it is that the presentation to you of conflicting variables, you taking your indicators into account, right? Looking at everything from CCI to your RSI to your MACD to your volume. If you want to go more, I'd say deeper into your volume profiles, that's fine. Chop zone. We try and stay with things that are relatively straightforward and easy to immediately understand, right? We just do, without getting too complicated. You can read the back of the book, and once you've read the back of the book, you let us know. Let us know if that's still your approach or your choice in terms of looking at the specific advanced features that sound real. Some of them are really fancy, and some of them are really not. Okay, in terms of the volume point of control, we can get into all of those. And we do sometimes, guys, but it's just not something that I like to keep it simple, right? What's that? Keep it simple, KISS, right? Just keep it simple, guys. Buy it, support, sell it, resistance, trade your patterns, hit your targets. That's as easy as as we can imagine it to be, right? So within the framework here, let's see who hit. Jubal hit a nice. Was that 100%? Plus, I think, over 100% short in this zone. I think he had a nice exit. That was nice to see. Let's go into the Fibonacci's, right? Anytime you see a pattern that may break for any reason, or you forecast that for any reason, right? You see a level of resistance. What do we look at? Level of resistance is like, well, this could break down. If it does break down, what do you need? Fibonacci's. You need your targets. You need your pricing targets if you want to trade this specific zone. We'd like to be more on the macro, right? The smaller the Fibonacci that you've drawn, the more difficult it may be to create a real trade on it, a real good trade. You guys hear that? Just put this over here for a second. The smaller the Fibonacci, that's a decent sized Fibonacci there. The smaller the Fibonacci, boom, small Fibonacci, the more difficult it may be to create a really profitable trade, okay? The larger the Fibonacci, if we go back into the hourly here, the larger the Fibonacci, the easier it should be for you to create a really profitable trade, okay? So just bear things like that in mind. because we get so laser focused into the 5 minute, into the 3 minute, or the 2 minute, whatever it is, guys. And I've been experimenting a little bit with different time frames, but we get so focused into all those small time frames. Just understand you can hit your targets in part of the 100 rounds, no problem, guys. That's 100 trades. And I want to shout out to the base campers, to all the VIP, etc. I spoke with Aaron today. Aaron, what's up, boss? I hope you're doing really well. And I just want to reframe. Look at that level of resistance beautifully along the candlesticks. Very nicely done there. I want to just remind everyone in base camp or VIP that, I hope you don't mind, Aaron, but I have to share this. I thought it was a really great commentary. He's like, Aaron said, I really want to up my game in futures and leverage, and then we're going to join VIP. I want to join VIP. I was like, okay. I was like, that's great, but Aaron, I have a message for you. That's what VIP is all about, brother. That's it. That's why people join VIP. Let's get our mind around it. Let's hammer into leverage. And there's no shame in showing up and being like, I have no idea what you're talking about. Zero. Like, what are you talking about with leverage? Period. You can watch a million videos on YouTube and probably be misinformed. You can do that. Or you can join VIP. You can hang out with us, and we can. I spend time, and I never say that to people, but I do spend time with people on literal chat on cell phone, etc. And just make sure that they're set up at least for their first trades, that they're not overexposed. And I really believe it's a dynamic that is going to, and already has, facilitated people doing better in leverage than they would have been doing otherwise. Maybe anywhere. I really believe that, because the levels of exposure are low enough, they're tolerable, and while the lessons for precision, et cetera, are being worked out in the market, the details in terms of, what time of day are you going to be probably best at trading? What are the conditions surrounding your focus in the market that's going to, really create the maximum level of probability? There's a lot of these things that people aren't going to necessarily just tell you. Right, you're not going to hear this anywhere, but we talk about that in VIP. The focus, the discipline, the consistency that's required, and we go through even I'll talk with random VIP that'll tell me that they're booking too many or too little, or it may be, guys, as we look at the entirety of the circumstance, we try and take kind of a whole approach to it, and that's an exciting facet of VIP. It just is, guys, to try and help coach and try and help get through these 100 rounds and be able to incorporate things like leverage right into your trade game, because it's like Greek to people, and you'll see a lot of people that will. I'll say you'll see a lot of people that a lot of traders that will mistreat it, and some of that may be exchange driven. Maybe there's not a good exchange to operate on. No exchange is perfect. You'll see some news stories about exchanges, and we look at an interesting kind of an interesting dynamic here. Flat top potential on this specific time frame, 1 minute flat top potential with this descending line of support would be a nice one to catch here. But that's just important. I want all the base campers and all the VIP to know that that's not like unique to you. It's like, London said he was going to talk to me on the phone or chat with me. We were going to set up something, and I guess that's okay. Yeah, it's not specific to you guys, for all VIP. And some VIP have been in VIP for a while and have just taken advantage of that recently. And there's no rush. If you guys are not prepared yet, right, there's no rush to get into futures. There's no rush to start trading. I just believe that it will, as you start to draw like a level of support, boom, any two lines connected support that hold up price, that's a level of support, period. Any two lines that hold that essentially hold back price, 1 and 2, where price cannot get up and above, that's a level of resistance. Support, resistance, right? Buy at support, sell at resistance, right? Trade your patterns and hit your targets. As you continue to work on your technical game, a lot of the solutions will find you. That's one of my favorite quotes in life is something about solutions finding you. Right? The right answers will find you. That is with enough determination, with enough willpower, with enough focus, right? The right answers will find you. That's kind of really what I believe in terms of it's one of my favorite quotes. I'll get it to you guys at some point, but it's a great quote. With enough hard work, essentially, the right answer is going to find you. I really believe that. So to the extent that we're going through that issue with Aaron, who's in base camp, Aaron, shout out to you, or any other VIP, etc. I just hope you guys are aware of the fact that that's why we're here. It's because you're not perfect on leverage. Who is, right? It's difficult. Sean, shout out to you. I see your picture right there. You just popped up. Anthony, what's up, my man? Let me see what I got from Freddie here. I would like to hammer at the green support line you have drawn, the bottom one. Hey, let's see what we have. Larger fib, easy. Smaller fib, not as easy. Check. Larger fib, money. You got easy, right? Smaller fib, let's do smaller fib, less money. I'm going to put that. I'm just going to put that. Larger fib, money. Smaller fib, less money. Just in terms of the expected move. Same like a pattern, right? It really is. As you would look at that, smaller pattern, smaller expected move, larger pattern, larger expected move, right? So, yeah, we are in the throes of this support line on the 4-hourly. You guys know that. Very exciting. I don't know why I did, but last night I did tell you guys you will interact on this level, right? I did. I told you you would interact on that level of support. I'm glad that you did. It's just one of those things that just came out of my mouth. Bam. So, yes, we're on a support level. I mean, there are orders on this level. That's the bottom line. There's just a ton of orders on this level to the extent that you do understand. I know that you guys do. To the extent that you guys understand I'd say the ramifications or the implications of the bear flag, right? This is not your standard pattern here. You guys understand this is not your standard pattern. Boom, potential for a bit of a trajectory to the downside. Be aware of such. Be prepared for the following. This is the easiest thing I think right now for BTC is be prepared for the following. Ba-boom. Be prepared to operate to the upside. Be prepared to operate to the downside. Let's see if I can get this. I just cannot get this. It has really shifted. It just has shifted, hasn't it? If we were to scope this out, be prepared to operate to the upside and to the downside. Let me go ahead and draw this out with a let's go with some sort of a extension. To the extent that we can frame this, and I really like the way this is framed right now. If I were to go with, let's do a background of, I like the blue is fine. Let's do blue. Across the top, be prepared to operate in this zone and be prepared to operate in this zone. Without a doubt, just 100% the regression trend. Just be prepared with the upper bound and lower bound. There's a little differentiation on USD versus USDT as to this lower portion here. So in terms of the range function that we have received recently, just be prepared for the upper portion, be prepared for the lower portion. And we're right on the crux of that as we walk this line of support. It's just not necessarily easy for BTC. What would be easy would be to have a position, right? To have a position and have a stop loss, no problem. Now, if you're going to have a 125x, you've got to find that position. You've got to craft that specific entry. The precision, you guys know, that's a big component, right? This level of support has been nice for 1-2 pickups here. So I know that there are orders waiting as well right now. Just looking at this in terms of the specific move here, it looks like we have a micro on the hourly. You guys can look at this, but it looks like we have a bit of a micro. Looks like a flat top to me. Now this is just on the lines, but it looks like a micro flat top. I'm going to take that as a good sign on the hourly. Okay, that's going to be differentiated on the lower time frames. You guys know that, but it looks like we have a flat top and an ascending line of support. That's nice. I like to see that in the context of the challenge of a bear flag. It is a contraindication, right? This we would expect, without the level of support, right? We would expect the bear flag, boom, to move down, to continue to the downside. That obviates this specific line of support. To the extent that we have buyers that have stepped into the equation and demonstrated on the hourly chart a very solid time frame, boom, hit one, bam, take at the preceding, right? The take at the preceding level of resistance, just the preceding take level. Buyers are there. They've stepped in and created a higher low. If we can maintain price in this region here, it could be a small move. It doesn't look like a big move right now because we have essentially the implication here would be the amplitude of the triangulation, boom, to the upside. So one thing that can be done, guys, is always setting your alerts. You know that without a doubt. Right click on your line and just boom, create your alert. Read through those features in terms of that, but create that alert to where you're alerted if price decides to traject to the upside, without a doubt. If you wanted to create one below, you'll need to copy the line and recreate another alert. Right click top feature here, add another alert, bam, and get that stereo rocking through your house. Wake up the kids, wake up the wife, wake up everything, and have this thing just blast through your home. Wake yourself up so you can go trade, right? That's the idea. Everyone's like, sure, that ain't gonna work at my house. But you guys know, just that it's a high-pitched frequency tone. Look at that flat top as well, nicely indicated on the on that 30 minutes. She looks good now. I'm going to say she looks good now in terms of that flat top ascending line of support. Another breakout. This is the problem right now. Another breakout of an ascending triangle, right? There we go, because we've had two fake outs on that 5 minute. You guys know this. We had two fake outs in the last 24 hours on the ascending triangulation. So the bulls are like, yeah, okay, sure. You have another ascending triangle up. You're going to throw at me. Great, right? In terms of the framework here, we had this before two of those punk outs right here and right here. You guys know that. So the notion that the solution now lies in another ascending triangulation on the hourly. Alrighty. Bulls are like, all right, okay. Now we got a smaller. It's going to be a smaller move as well, because we had the entirety of this the amplitude here on the 5 minute, right? The flat top resistance ascending line of support on the 5 minute. Now we're even more constricted, and bulls are like, all right, let's do this. I got to tell you guys, you know that. All right, let's do this. And that's the nature of the bull, right? That's the nature of the trader. It's like, well, you just burned me twice. Like, all right, let's do this. Come on, throw at it. Let's see what you got. That's the nature of VIP, guys. You got to be resilient like that. We're excited about 2022, and you guys are doing great. So, I don't know. Just wanted to come and stream for a bit, maybe an hour or so, and just say hello. Hope you guys are doing great. Let's dig into this lower time frame here. Looks like a nice little recovery in this zone. Glad you guys got that interaction. Freddie, glad you traded one of those levels on the support level and it was profitable for you. That's the whole notion for VIP. That's huge. That's what we want to see, right? We want to see you doing well. That's the bottom line. You see this differentiated lower time frame, that 5 minutes in that zone. To the extent that this is raised here with a near flat top on the candle wicks, we'll note that. That would be, for me, a little bit more impressive than just the lines. If somehow we were to be able to, let's say, frame things into, let me get in, do this, into maybe an ascending triangle that looks something like this, might be a little bit more important in terms of kind of the impression that it's going to leave with the market, okay? And still, even at this, I think buyers will be a little hesitant because of the two fake outs in this zone. Freddie is VIP. Freddie is drawn. There's your picture. What's up, boss? He's drawn into this zone. He wants to operate at this lower level. A lot of people want to operate at this lower level because of the action on the top side. It's been difficult, right? That's where the bigger trades are right now. Make sure you protect yourself with that stop loss on the downside, given that bear flag nature of things. And let's see what we got. It's going to be a good night. It's going to be a good night, pardon. I speak quickly sometimes on this show because I'm used to cutting tapes very quickly. I have to cut tapes like extremely quickly because I have like sometimes a 2 minute, literally like on Twitter, it'll only give me 2 minutes and 20 seconds to film something. So I have to cover all of the 4 time frames, 3 differentiations with lines and candles. I'm not complaining, but just so you guys know, I'm used to speaking quickly because I have to literally cut a tape and cover all the technicals in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm like, dude, I didn't sign up for this. I like to trade, right? We got VIP. We want to trade, right? So request to Twitter board. We appreciate that from YouTube. But I'm just in that quick mode quite frequently, so that you guys understand that. So a little bit of a rebound into this zone. The 5 minute looks like it's still holding together, surprisingly, of this expanded wedge formation. Let's go into the 1 minute. It's gotten beyond a little bit messy. We've had to allow it to break its rules. That's not real. Traders aren't real fond of moves like this. You guys know this, and the market loves to dish it out. Doesn't the market, huh? Looking at a level of looking at the 5 minute. Let me rewind all the way to this. Let's get into, if I can, there we go. On the 5 minute here, right? Yeah, the expansion has held. Looks just fine. It looks pretty decent, doesn't it? Looking at the 1 minute, you'll just see what this has actually done. It's really pushed the traders down into those levels on the Fibonacci, right? For some people who are waiting with a move, when we called out the specific level of the Fibonacci down to the 38.2, anyone who played the 38.2, look at you go. Look at you go. That's nice. It's a small move. It's a tradable move. That is a tradable move. As we talk about what's tradable and not tradable, that move right there is tradable without a doubt. And let me see what we've got here on the side screen. In terms of the level of resistance across the top, we'd like to see, of course, Bitcoin break this. I'd go into the candle wicks. I think is the best framework for us to view this specific level of resistance. And it looks like we may have just broken out of that indicated level of resistance on the candle wicks. Nice. Let's see if we can get up and over this top line threshold here. And let's see what we're doing. If we can get a little bit of price action going. It's all about price action, guys. And when I say price action, what I mean is we need to get to where we're going to hit, and we need to move. We can't sit and have no price action. We cannot have stagnant pricing that doesn't move. When we pull up a list and a watch list and nothing's moving at all, you can't trade it if it's not moving. You can't make money if the price isn't moving. You guys get that, but price action, that's fine if it wants to collapse down to the 38.2 or below. That's no problem. We just needed to get there and to move, right? That's the idea. So when we talk about price action, that's what we're referring to. Just the, like we need velocity, we need all types of things. It's allowing the traders to trade. So it looks like we're getting up and past that level of resistance again. Now this top level of resistance in this zone across the top on this expanding reverse triangulation is in question, right? That's the difficult pattern to trade. And she's been a little bit more than difficult in this zone. If you had a long and you held through that, I wouldn't be surprised. To the extent that you're involved from this lower level here, congratulations. That was a hit on the 86. We looked at that in the back, but you're in the money relatively well now. That was a hit on the classic 86, our 86 from low to high. Boom, 86, ba-boom. Nice hit. Nice that we know about that level, right? Very, very cool. So, guys, let's watch BTC. Let's get in the back and let's trade a little bit. I appreciate you being here, Freddie. Appreciate all you guys being here. It's about 10:30. We started late at about 9:30, but I just wanted to make sure that we did something, talk about this range function, talk about the fact that we are in a bear flag on support. So now it's a quick and easy discussion because we've been through this discussion, right? We're in a bear flag. You know, one of the questions will be from here on out for VIP is, are we on support, right? We're in a bear flag. Are we on support, right? Very important for us to look at that. Okay, from here on out, VIP, we're going to say, like, we're in a bear flag on support, and that entire hour discussion we had tonight applies. Yeah, you got it, because that level of support, we're crawling that level of support, and we've had this discussion beforehand, but it's good. Someone's showing up and saying good stuff. Yeah, we would love to have you in our VIP. That's just what I'll say. You're welcome to join our VIP top level membership and get to know leverage, get to know some good guys who trade, and get ready to learn. So looking at this this feature here in terms of we're on the bear flag there on the level of support. If you trade, we invite you to trade with us. Top Trade Group. Shout out to Jabal. Shout out to Freddie. Shout out to all the guys. Shout out to all the girls. I got a shout out to Venus. Look at Venus. Venus is NFT'd up. What's up, Venus? Nice to have you in VIP, without a doubt. Who else can I look at real quickly? We've got Sean. We got Chris. What's up, Chris, my man? Beautiful picture. What's going on in terms of just the crew? What's up, Luke, my man? What's going on, Luke? Big timer, Luke. We got Frankie in the house. Frankie is trading. You guys don't even know Frankie trading. No, VIP doesn't even know. Oh, yeah, y'all don't know Frankie is trading. Frankie's trading like you guys don't know who or what is trading. Way to go, Frankie. We'll talk this next week. Steve O, my man. Look at the setup on Steve. Love it. Boom. Very nice setup. Steve, longtime VIP, loving it. Amos, I got to shout out to you, Amos. He executed his first hedge trade. Boom. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. Love it. He is I Am Wealth 888. What's up, Torque, man? What's up, Torque? No torque? Boom. That thing looks like it got a little torque. What else we got? Vlad, the party animal, or maybe a nice outing. I don't know what it is. That looks like the coolest picture I've ever seen. He is a strong-handed trader. What is up? Cristobal, we want to hear from you. What's up? Mining. He's into mining. What's up? And he got in. Cristobal, this is a great story. Listen to this, guys. He got in 2 days before Luna crashed, and he asked me, he's like, should I go long on Luna? So we have this big section. He joined that night. And Cristobal, I went through the technicals and told him, I wouldn't go long on Luna. That was within, 24 hours of Luna going through the dirt. Literally, that was literally the crash of Luna. So we have tape of me saying, no, I would not go long on Luna. So he is like, thank gosh, huh? He was about to put money into it. Pathfinder, my man, what is up? Anthony from California. Hey, what's up, my man, what's going on? And who else do we got in here? We got more than I can go through at one time. Some of you are old, seasoned VIPs. Richard, former U.S. military. What's up, Richard? I want to see the trades you're booking. You get busy. I want to see what trades you are booking. And Freddie in the house. You guys see Josh on the bottom right. And you see, where's Marge? I have a picture for Marge somewhere. Marge is so beautiful. Here we go. Family photo for Marge. What is up? Beautiful picture. Most beautiful set of VIPs right there. So as we look at the pictures, guys, just want to encourage you guys that that's who we are. That's our trade group, and we're not softies. We know what we're doing technically. We have a good time doing it. But yeah, it's not a softy group. If you guys need time to develop in terms of your specific trade skill set, dig into it, guys. If you need to develop before you come and trade with us, that's fine, but it's a great training ground. I just want to show you guys all the charts that we have in the back here, all the discussion we have going on all day long. Look at this, guys. This is that's quality stuff. Boom. Hits into the Fibonacci's, etc. Just real strong. That was during the breakout, right? And I had circled, very interesting, that was on the breakout on the 5-minute earlier today. I had circled the previous breakout before we punked out, before we stopped out at that preceding level, letting the VIP know in the back. You guys know this. VIP are like, yes, indeed, London did it. That specific preceding level here on the left, I circled that and told the VIP it's complicated preceding high up and above level of resistance. So that's what we do. We like to trade, guys. We like to trade. So you guys go get them. Maybe we'll stream again tomorrow. It's been a fun stream. I appreciate you guys a lot. It's a lot of fun to have this trade group and be a part of it. I'm part of it. It's my station, but I'm just a part of this trade group with you guys, and it's a blast. We'll talk to you guys soon. Let's get in the back and let's tear this stuff up. Let's crank through some of that 125X on BTC.